All right, summer's here, and we all know a little sunscreen can do wonders for keeping our skin in tip-top shape.
Sure can. But sunscreen isn't always made with everyone in mind. And one Connecticut woman knows that better than anyone. So joining us now is Dalaise Hickey, founder and CEO of Baby Donna Sunscreen. Good morning.
Good morning.
First, we got to give a shout out to Penelope. Hi, Penelope, a 3-year-old daughter who's home. She's probably got the sunscreen on right now, right?
Looking at the camera.
That is so awesome.
It's funny, you usually say hi, Mom, when you're on TV, but you're saying, hi, daughter.
Exactly. How did your journey begin? Tell us a little bit about the sunscreen journey.
So it was a combination of things, but I have a son as well, and for years,
we got to give him a shout out.
Hi, Jalen.
Hi, Jalen. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
But for years, it's been really hard to find sunscreen for like his skin tone and my skin tone that would blend in, but that also didn't contain chemicals.
Right.
And I spent years searching. When my daughter was born, she had eczema, so I really had to look at what was in all of the products I used. And the few I found that really would blend into her, I mean, that would be safe on her skin, really didn't blend in. They just left a really thick white cast. And I think with the pandemic, I lost a few relatives. It really made me question, what am I doing? And I was like, you know what? This is something I really am passionate about. I really think, you know, black and brown children should have a sunscreen when it says sheer. It's also sheer on their skin. That someone's not really targeting this demographic, so I decided to create one.
So is it tinted, or how does it work?
So it's zinc. So
zinc is very important in sunscreen. If you know it doesn't have it, get another product.
Yeah, so it's a very sheer form of zinc that we use for the sunscreen in order to allow it to blend better into darker skin tones. And then we have like shea butter to also just offer moisture as well.
Wow. So do you have any background with, you know, working with shea butter and zinc like this and creating products? Or?
No, I don't.
What is your background?
I'm a social worker.
Hysterical.
Yeah. So it took a lot of calling different chemists and letting them know the ingredients that I wanted. Finally, I found a chemist that was willing to work with me, and it was just a lot of back and forth of really choosing the right ingredients that, you know, were safe, that I could say, okay, they're not going to irritate my daughter's skin or another child's skin that has sensitive skin. And it took about a year.
Wow.
And how do you test for something like this to make sure that it's working?
So sunscreen is considered an over-the-counter drug, so it's really heavy regulated. So you have to have testing done by an FDA manufacturer. So we test just on test subjects. It's like patch testing, where you test their skin for a period of 6 weeks to make sure that the product is not causing irritation. And then there's also UV ray simulation just to check and make sure that the SPF 35 you see is accurate.
Why is the product not called Baby Penelope or Baby Jade? Why is it called Baby Donna?
So it's an ode to my mom who passed away. So her middle name was Donna.
That's so nice.
So when I was thinking of names, I really wanted to have something that would pay tribute to her.
Isn't that's beautiful? All right, so where do we get the product?
BabyDonna.com.
That's simple.
Yeah, so just the name.
and really important, and I think this is an important question for people at home. How do you address the misconceptions about melanin-rich skin and sunburns?
So that's a big part of what we're trying to do, is just bring safety, sun awareness to the black and brown community, because we also are susceptible to the sun damage. Unfortunately, black people, it is harder to see if you have melanoma or skin cancer. So we really do have to pay attention to that, and, you know, make sure we also go to the dermatologist as well, and we also use sunscreen daily as well, because we can not only burn but also develop skin cancer just like any other skin tone.
Well, we can't thank you enough for being on the show.
So
thank you.
Get the product, BabyDonna.com.
And some proceeds are going to some good causes.
So 5% of profits are donated back to nonprofits that work with youth.
That's wonderful.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Thank you so much for having me.
We'll see you in $1 million.
Yes, I know you should go to Shark Tank with
Absolutely.
this.